John, as ever, we start with your summary of the 90 there.
Yeah, not great. Certainly the first half was poor, really poor. As poor as I've seen us. It wasn't really my team was it the other day, not a team that was fighting really for the cause. Thought we were too easy to play against. Lose an early goal, set play, header off the bar. You're probably a bit unlucky with the reaction. It lands right for the their lad to finish it. So we really need to be winning the headers. The first ball coming in, we need to win that. Lafferty gets a header on it off the bar and it lands for them, which is a break that they've got. And we certainly didn't start the game with any real energy, intensity, or being totally committed, which is unacceptable. Second goal, we stated Christoph would go and compete with Lafferty and the other defenders would drop off. We end up with Frankie and Christoph going for the ball going in behind, which allowed, I think it was Fraser Murray to go clear, and he plays it across the goal. I'm not entirely sure. They get a strike at goal, and I'm not again entirely sure whether it was going to go directly in or not. Sean gets a touch on it, and it ends up in the back of the net. So we managed to get ourselves a little footing in the game after that, and we created a couple of attacks, but nothing like what we would expect. So run the changes at half time, got more about it. Great opportunity right within the first minute of the second half. Sam probably should score. We've done well on the left hand side, shot a goal, comes across the goal, running onto it, head into the goal, and you're back in the game at 2-1. Crystal gets a header, from a corner kick, hits the post. Their goalkeepers had a couple of great saves, one for Dario, one for Sam, and there may well have been one or two others, which might have changed things. We needed a goal at 2-0 to try and get us back in the game. At 2-0, you're not out the game. And it was much better second half. The second half performance was very, very good and gives us encouragement. But we can't wait till we're 2-0 down to start playing. We set up a little bit differently to be compact and tight, but we just never laid a glove on them and made it far too easy for them, and that wasn't the intentions at all. We did the very same thing here the last time, and it worked today. We didn't commit to it, and it it's never going to work. So we had to change, and we got a response with regards to creating attacks, making it much more difficult for Kilmarnock. Again, though, we lose a goal, a throw in, it comes out for the throw in, the ball's played back in over the top. They're first to react to it, across the goal, and Lafferty's got enough space to run onto it and score, which I think was harsher again, but it's what's happening at the moment. Because in the second half, I don't think they've created an awful lot, yet they've managed to get a goal. We've created probably half a dozen opportunities, and we don't, So it's a sore one. We need to lick our wounds, stick together, roll the sleeves up, and we need to get fighting.
And just picking up what you said there as usual, 3-0, it was the killer blow, but some crumbs of comfort in the way that we came out in at the start of the second half and really got in about the game and at Kilmarnock and deserved a goal, at least I thought.
Well, definitely, I totally agree with that. Yeah, no, it was much better, much more committed. It took a kick at the backside, the 3 changes to get that reaction. And we can't do that. We can't start games, at 4 o'clock. You've got to start at 3 o'clock. So it wasn't, and we've got to try and put a 90 minutes together. We've got to try and get a 90 minutes together. We're brilliant against Queen of the South for 20 minutes, and then we allow them back in the game. We've got to go and do, put a performance on for 90 minutes. Really, really do that. But yeah, the positives, the second half performance was very, very good. Obviously, I wish we could have done that for the start. We should maybe started that way. It's one of these things, but we still need commitment, and we didn't commit. Again, 2 cheap goals that we've lost with regards to a set play, header, and then we've no, the long ball up, the goalkeeper kicks out, 2 years go for it, ball in behind, cross, goal. Poor goals that we lost. We should have been weathering that type of thing. We should be able to deal with that. The type of goals that we lost there were very, very cheap, and it gave Kilmarnock the sort of confidence and belief that they needed, and we made it too easy for them. But the reaction in the second half was much better, and if we'd got that goal in the first minute, it would have been really game on, and you know, we would have got our tails up, we would have got that encouragement, and who knows? But yeah, it's certainly encouragement there in the second half.
And with Partick up next, and we'll talk about this at greater length on Thursday coming, but with Partick up next, it's good to test yourself against the strongest, the biggest squad in the division, but we have to be just doing more to get the points against teams like this, Partick and all the rest.
Yeah, entirely. No, it's you know, Kilmarnock just came down for the SPFL. They're in, you know, we bring, you know, a lot of new players in the summer. They brought a lot of new players in here, a new manager. They're fighting to try and get back up. We're in our second season in the championship. We had a great first half of the season. This quarter's not been great at all. And we've just got to hang in there, and we've got to fight, and we've got to scrap, and we're trying to get this wee break that we need, and we're not getting. But we've just got to work all the harder to get it and produce that bit of quality, or defend that a little bit better to get the result that we need. And you know, at times we deserve, you know, we kind of deserve it for everything we're doing, but we cannot justify, you know, the opening 45 minutes.
Thanks for that, John. We'll speak to you soon.
Cheers now.